Welcome, welcome. Give a minute. If you're on, say hi. Having technical difficulties. Hi, hi. If you're on, let us know who invited you. Welcome, welcome. Just waiting for a couple others. Welcome, welcome. Consultants, y'all can comment and say hi as well in the comments so your guests know you're here. Hi, Laura. Welcome, welcome. Who else is with us? Make sure you comment. We're just letting everybody get in. Apparently, technology is not our friend tonight. Hey, Jamie. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Make sure you comment your name and who invited you. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Ashley. I'm going to try to keep up with all the comments. Consultants, make sure you're kind of like checking your people too if you can. Thank you, Jamie. All right, I think I got everybody so far. I got Ashley, Stacy, Laura, and Jamie. I don't think I missed anybody. I think we're waiting on just a couple more. You can leave or post in the comments if you have tried Mary Kay. Let us know what your favorite product is. And if you haven't tried Mary Kay yet, let us know that you haven't tried it. All right. I think we're still waiting on a couple, but we will just hope that they hop on and they can join in when they get on. So we are super excited to share a year's worth of coupons with you. So how these coupons are going to work. You are going to get a coupon sheet from your consultant, and there will be a deal that you can use for every month of the year. So there's a deal for January, or a coupon for January, for February, March, all the way through. So you can start using the ones when you get it now. You can start using the May one now, or you can save it for next May and then start using your June one next month, and so on and so on. So we are super excited to get those to you. Yes, the nighttime recovery is a fan fave, Jamie, for sure. Everybody loves that one, myself included. Even though I use the repair set, I love the nighttime recovery. So how this works, how a coupon party works, and how you're going to earn your coupon is you are going to put 5 questions in the comments. 5 questions in the comments about the Mary Kay opportunity or business. Hydrogel eye patches. Yes, another fan fave. Also one of my favorites, Ashley. Those are my Sunday morning treats while we get ready for church. Or Sunday school and church. All right, so be thinking, what are 5 questions that you can ask? And it's okay if we end up with double questions. 5 questions you can ask about either the Mary Kay opportunity or the business side of it. So not product questions, but questions about kind of what we do as a consultant, okay? Or about the company. So I want you to put 5 questions in the comments. I'll be kind of looking through. Hopefully I don't miss them. If I don't answer your questions, yell at me in the comments. So I'll go through, answer some questions, and then you'll get your coupons. So 5 questions and you get your coupons. Be thinking about those. And I just want to share a little bit before you guys start putting your questions about the summer pilot program. So I do this every summer. I'll offer this, and it's kind of just like a summer sales plan because I used to be a teacher. So when I started Mary Kay, I was a teacher, and a lot of people were like, oh, teachers get paid all year and they don't have to work in the summer, which is not true. Now I got a paycheck 12 months out of the year because I chose to split my pay up into 12 months. So you don't really get paid for 12 months. But anyway, so as a teacher, I really loved the Mary Kay opportunity in the summer. And then, hi, Sharon. Let me write your name down. All right, so Sharon, we are putting 5 questions in the comments about the Mary Kay opportunity or business. 5 questions per person. And that's going to earn you your coupons with Kimberly. Okay, Sharon? Okay, so anyway, I created this because it's great for teachers, but it's also great for anybody because summer can be expensive, especially if you have kids. I have younger kids, so keeping them busy when school's out. We like to travel. Vacations are expensive, and I mean, just feeding ourselves right now is expensive. So I've come up with up to a $10,000 summer sales plan. So you can, make less than that or more than that. And I'll kind of give you an example of how that is, and then I'm going to start answering some questions. So for this, it would be doing 10 parties throughout the summer or skincare classes, doing 10 skin analyzer appointments. So that's an app that we have, which is amazing and completely scans your face and tells you what products you should be using. Like I could pull somebody off the streets, like my 7-year-old could hold one of those appointments because the app does it for you. 7 in-person appointments, 1 virtual party a week. So that can be through like Facebook or something like that, or it can be Zoom. I prefer in-person or Zoom, but everyone's different. 1 like Memorial Day or 4th of July sale. And then promoting graduation gifts. You could do, what else happens during the summer? Father's Day is coming up, things like that. And then the last thing on here is scheduling I do launch parties or doing like a sale challenge for new consultants. So that is what all that adds up and leads to a potential of $10,000 sales plan, which you would then get $5,000 because you make half. Okay. So that is my summer pilot program and kind of what you can do. But I'm going to start going through your questions and then I'll come back to that, or maybe that can help you come up with some questions with the summer pilot program that I just shared. Okay. So Laura had our first question, and that is, when was MK started? So Mary Kay started or opened the doors to Mary Kay Cosmetics on September 13th, and we are coming up on our 61st anniversary. So on September 13th, we will be celebrating 61 years. So that also answers Jamie's question, how long we have been in business. And I also like to add, it is a debt-free company. Billion-dollar debt-free company here 61 years later, almost 61 years later. That's crazy. How much before you earn the pink Cadillac? So our car program is based on team production. So my unit, which Kimberly and Dawn are obviously in my unit, we are currently a Premier Club unit. So I have a Chevy Equinox is what that car is right now. But there are 3 different car levels. So we have the Grand Achiever, and then the Premier Club, and then the pink Cadillac. So it's really it is about team production, but it breaks it down really by unit size. So right now we are right at 50, what we call non-T status unit members, team members in my unit. And the average Cadillac sales director has 100 non-T status. So we really kind of look at it more in people and women who are working the business for our team more so than like how much, because the people bring those numbers in. Good question, Ashley. Okay. How many hours do I work? Honestly, Sharon, that completely varies on the day and on the week and on the month. So I'll kind of give you an example of this week so far. Saturday, I did work both my kids have asthma, but my oldest had a bad asthma flare up. So we kind of canceled all weekend plans to keep him home and settled and resting and getting better. So I worked Saturday morning. I did Saturday afternoon. I did a mother-daughter appointment, a mom and 2 of her daughters. So that was about an hour. That morning before that, I was in my office just doing office type work for about 2 hours probably. And then another hour after they left Saturday afternoon. So like 4 hours Saturday. Sundays, I don't typically work. I do spend time planning my week, not just for my business, but everything. So that's like 30 minutes, an hour tops. Yesterday, I had my youngest home with me because preschool ended last week and summer camp doesn't start for another week. So I sprinkled work in throughout the day and actually was on a Zoom meeting during my youngest baseball game last night while in the dugout. So I love that. And I'm straight off the baseball field tonight as well. Like literally hopped out of the car. The car was barely stopped in the driveway, ran upstairs to get on this, which is why I'm in a t-shirt and probably glowing from the humidity. Thankfully you can't smell me through the computer. But so I probably worked overall, sprinkled in throughout the day, and that hour on a Zoom meeting last night, 3 hours yesterday, maybe. But then today I had childcare today. So I worked this morning from 8:30 till, well, that's a lie. I did an appointment yesterday. So I worked about 4 hours yesterday. I forgot I did an appointment last night or yesterday afternoon. So about 4 hours yesterday. 4 hours Saturday, 4 hours yesterday. Today I worked from 8:30 until 12:30, and then again from 1:30 till about 4. So every day is different, and it really depends on what we have going on in life. And then obviously I'm working tonight, and I will stay in my office when we finish and work for about 30 minutes tonight. But that's what I love about it. I get to kind of work it around my family with having 2 boys playing baseball right now and my husband coaching both teams. This has been an interesting work season, and this has been the first baseball season that both my boys have been old enough to play. So I've had to figure that out, but it has been so nice to be able to do that and just work it all around them. Is Mary Kay international? Yes, we are in 38 other countries, Ashley, 38 other countries. How much time do you dedicate to Mary Kay Weekly, Jamie? So I kind of just answered that. It really is different based on the week. I would say it is very rare that I work a 40-hour week. Very, very rare that I work 40 hours in a week, which as a teacher, I said that in the beginning. I was a teacher when I started Mary Kay. It was rare that I worked like under 70 hours in a week. So that is nice. And sometimes I'm like, am I working enough? But yeah, it completely depends on what you want out of the business. And like I said, what you have going on, what your life is like that week, or what my life is like that week. Laura, do you go to different cities for meetings, or is it the same location? So COVID changed Mary Kay a lot. Nothing is required in Mary Kay, but we do have company events that we can travel for. For instance, back in March, Kimberly and myself went to Charlotte for a 2-day conference. In January, I went to, where did we go this year? Fort Worth. Every January, sales directors travel to a different city for a leadership training, but that's just sales directors. So I get to go somewhere different every January. Last year, we went to Nashville. Let's see, all the places I've been since I became a director for leadership. My first one was in LA. That was fun. That was the first time I'd been to LA. And then my second one was in New Orleans, and my oldest was 5 weeks old. And so my husband, and my parents went with us to New Orleans. That was fun. And then we've been to Atlanta twice. We've been to Orlando, Nashville, and I feel like I'm missing places. Fort Worth. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing somewhere. We're going to San Antonio next January, and then I think we're back in Nashville. Oh, we missed some because of COVID. That's what it was. We didn't travel those years. So, and then every summer we go to Dallas. Kimberly went last year for seminar in Dallas, and Dawn's actually going this year. It is an experience of a lifetime. It is the best 4 days. And that's a company event as well. But otherwise, we kind of keep our events more local to us. Every now and then we'll do a retreat that we just want to get away for the weekend, but they're pretty local for the most part as far as consultant events. Okay. Sharon, how far do you travel for the Mary Kay meeting? So I kind of did that. And our weekly meetings are typically Zoom now. So there really isn't a lot of travel other than I come up my stairs to my office. That's about it. Do you have to earn a specific amount to stay a consultant, Jamie? So you don't have to earn a specific amount. We do have what's called an activating order, and that is what activates your discount, your 50% discount as a consultant. And the minimum for that is $225 at one time in an order. You get $450 in product, and you only have to do that once a year to stay in, which even if you're just ordering for yourself, that typically is not hard to do if you're using the skincare. Those of you that are on the skincare, you probably could do the math and figure that out. Okay, Ashley, and if I've read over and haven't answered your question, like I said, yell at me in the comments. How much training do you get to learn skincare and makeup tips to pass along to customers? Oh my goodness. The training is endless. Like sometimes I feel like it can be too much training. It's really how much you want, especially as a new consultant. There's a whole like Mary Kay University that you can go through, but I say it's really based on how you learn best. For me, reading and things like that I'm a like do it visual learner, not I can't just read something and learn about it and it stick. So when I just started holding facials, and my senior director would help me do them. And I learned as I earned. So as I was making money selling product to people, because she was with me, I was learning about the products and also using the products yourself. People honestly want to know, the main things they want to know is how much is it? What does it do? How fast does it work? How long does it last? And so you can figure those things out pretty quickly on your own, but we have so much information. You can print a fact sheet for every single product that we have that tells you like the main things that you need to know. And then I'm pretty product knowledgeable after 10 years. And honestly, it's come from using it and putting it on people's faces and just, like I said, earning as you learn. But there is a ton of information and training out there for sure. Does MK provide the template to post on social media? So Mary Kay does have a lot of social media help and posting now. We actually have a TikTok page, we have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page. And so a lot of times people just share, consultants will just share what Mary Kay is already doing and already posting. But you can also print. We have a social media, oh goodness, what's it called? Dawn or Kimberly, if you know what I'm talking about and you can think of the name of it. It's like a playbook. Maybe it's social media playbook. Every month they give like a calendar with ideas of what to post every single day. So they have definitely stepped that up since COVID. Before COVID, believe it or not, we were not allowed to post anything on social media about Mary Kay. So crazy. Good question, Laura. Sharon, how long have I been a consultant? I joined in March of 2014. I was in my 9th year of teaching, and I ended up leaving teaching. Well, I became a consultant then. I became a director the following March, so March of 2015. And then the March after that, we earned our first unit car, the Premier Club in the Equinox, like I said before. And I left teaching that June of 2016. So I have solely been working Mary Kay since June of 2016. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, both boys, like I said, and they don't know any other life than this. My 7-year-old, it blows his mind that other people's mommies can't come to school at the drop of a hat for all the things and be there for all the things. Like he just doesn't comprehend that everybody doesn't have a job like his mommy does, even though his daddy has that kind of job. He thinks moms just get to do this, I guess. So yeah, over 10 years. How often are the conferences? So we have, I think Ashley asked that. Yes. Ashley, we have like I said, the leadership conference is every January. That's just for sales directors though. And then we have, these are company events like put on by Mary Kay. Every March we have a career conference. And then every July or August, we have a seminar in Dallas. Now, as far as local events, we put on a January Jumpstart in January, but that's local for the most part. We normally do some type of fall advance or fall retreat in the fall. We try to keep that somewhat local. We actually used to make a weekend out of that and go to the beach, and that was great. I would love to get back to that just because it's a fun little getaway. And then I'm going to start a July Jumpstart type thing this year that'll just be at my house. So those are all local. Do you get ingredient specific information for your products, and do they educate you on products or self-taught? So you can watch all of the training that is provided to you on, we have what I call our back office, which is in Mary Kay in Touch that only consultants have access to. And you also can do ingredient searches. So you can put in a certain ingredient. So say you have somebody that's like, I'm allergic to XYZ. You can put that into the search and it will pull up all of our products that have that. So you know what to stay away from. And I mean, they do educate you, but it's also kind of self-taught when you are learning through Mary Kay in Touch. But at all of the company conferences, they always do product training, and we typically have new products rolling out, and that's where you can learn the most for sure. Kimberly can vouch for that because she has been to company events, and they always have like test panels and things like that. And we try to do training when new products come out as well, or I try to do that. Okay. Stacy, what are the milestones incentives for a team? Stacy, make sure I'm answering this like you want. So as a consultant, their big milestones are on our career path are adding 3 people. Well, adding your first one makes you a senior consultant. Once you have 3, you move into our star team builder role, which is red jacket, and that's like the first big step in leadership. And then from there, you can become a team leader. With 5 or more, your commission goes up. And then at 8 or more, you can make the decision to become a sales director if you would like, or you can just stay there making a nice commission check. And then at the sales director level, we move up the career path by offspringing sales directors. So if Kimberly or Dawn become a sales director, I move into the senior sales director role, and then so on and so on until our national sales director position, which is the top. And they are all millionaires, and they get to drive a pink Escalade. They give them a pink Escalade when they retire. They get to retire at age 65, and they get a retirement pension for 15 years, so from 65 to 80, and they take whatever their team did, their unit, their area, their national area did the last 3 years that they were working their business, or they were a national. So from 60, 63, 64, 65, and they give them an average of that for their retirement, and they don't put a dime in. So that is our family security plan, and it is amazing, and why I want to be a national, because I want my family to have that security and not have to put any money into it right now. So that's kind of like the big milestone incentives. Building a team, you get commissions, and you also can get bonuses. Like I got $100 bonus yesterday for a new consultant coming in, and consultants can get $50 bonuses for new consultants coming in. Is there a minimum quota to make sure you don't lose consultant status? Ashley, so I may have kind of answered this earlier, but I'll say it again because this is always a big one. So you have to do at least 1 activating order a year. An activating order is $225 wholesale. You get $450 in product. That keeps you in the company. To keep your active status, you do $225 wholesale every 3 months minimum. But if you're working your business, like if you're truly working your business, Kimberly and Dawn can vouch for this, you don't have a problem. You stay active because you're placing orders if you're working your business. How often do they launch new products? So we have a new product launch quarterly. Those are limited edition items. So if you've seen the sparkly lipsticks and the new liquid mattes, those are limited edition items for summer. So that comes out every quarter. Actually, every quarter plus holiday. So 5 times a year, we get a new lookbook. And then we have been launching a lot of new skincare sets recently, which is unusual. That is not typical that we roll out all these new skincare. We've rolled out 2 new skincares in 6 months' time. That is not normal. It was just, that's kind of how it fell. But that's not normal. Requirements to maintain being a consultant, Stacy. So that $225 wholesale once a year keeps you in the company, but to stay at a T status, placing that $225 wholesale minimum every 3 or 4 months. Jamie, do you have to be prominent on social media to be successful? I can't say yes or no. I feel like it's different for everybody. For me, I feel like if I am not making myself visible on social media, then I'm missing a free avenue. I don't spend a whole lot of time there, and I don't count on that being my business. Like social selling is not how I count on making my money, but I feel like it's an extra add-in, and I do get orders and I do get customers from that. And that's just kind of the world we're in now. But I know successful directors and consultants who don't do anything on social media and are still running a successful business, just like we did before COVID. Like I said, before COVID, we were not allowed to do anything on social media. That was a big no. It was a big legal thing because we don't steal customers from each other. And that's why, but obviously we've had to evolve in this industry to stay prominent. So it's completely up to you, but it is a missed avenue if not used. But I don't say pour all your eggs into that basket either. Do consultants get samples of new products to try out before selling the products? Stacy, so that is a benefit of being a sales director. We get what they call a buzz kit every quarter before the products come out. So these products just launched this month. These summer products launched in May. Sales directors were able to order them in April, and we got our Buzz Kit, which has the products in them, the end of March, 1st of April. So we have them for a little while, which allows us to use them, learn about them, and then we can train our consultants. But consultants cannot order them until they actually launch. Do you pay for all the travel expenses? Yes, Laura, I do pay for the travel expenses. It is a tax write-off, which is huge for us, especially being a self-employed person. And then my husband, he works a regular job, but he also has a side business. So we need all the tax write-offs we can get. But yes, I do pay for those. And it's kind of one of those things. I was in a meeting today and, we talked about you have to invest to receive and to make money. You have to invest in that extra training. And I always do a breakdown and teach how you can pay for these things if you choose to travel and go, a way to work your business to pay for them. Stacy, what product do you think is amazing that is difficult to sell? Honestly, the products that I use and feel like are amazing, I don't have a hard time selling. The products I have a hard time selling that are good are probably, the only thing I can think of is fragrances, is the perfumes, because I personally can't wear perfume. It triggers migraines for me. I can be around somebody wearing it as long as it's not super strong. But if I wear it, I get migraines. So I can't wear our perfumes. So that makes them hard to sell to people. I feel like any product you don't really use yourself, it's hard to sell, but I use all of our other products. And I think all of our products are great. So, and amazing. What does a startup cost to get started as a consultant? Finally, I don't even know what question we're on. It always takes so long for people to ask this. So minimum is $35, and your consultant can send you this information as well. $35 is our Mary Kay eStart, and that is going to get you, that's like the first step in starting your Mary Kay business. That gets you going. You'll get some things in the mail, a couple samples, a lookbook, a great start brochure, like all of that. And then you have options to add on either an eStart Plus, which is a lot of samples for another $45, or to add on our Pro Start, which is what I started with because it was the only option we have, which is an actual what we call starter kit. So it has full-size product in it for you to use for demo, to put product on people's faces, and you can add that on for $90 if you wish. But minimum is $35, and I've had plenty of consultants start at just that bare minimum and are very successful. So yeah, $35. How long did it take you to get to the director level? Sharon, I joined the end of March 23rd of 2014, but I did not start working my business till the end of May because my house actually caught on fire. The weekend after I signed back then you had to like legit sign a beauty agreement back then. God, that's terrible. It was just 10 years ago. But my house caught on fire and I had to move out for 3 months and it was chaos. It was complete chaos. So I did not do anything with my business for that first 3 months. And so once I like fully started working it in May, I had my like business debut launch party the end of May, and I became a red jacket the end of June. And then I went into qualification to become a director, which we call DIQ, that November. And December 1st, I went in for qualification because I did December, January, February, March. Yeah. And I became a sales director in March of 2015. So it was a year from when I signed my agreement for the most part. Okay. I think I got all the questions. Any other questions that you have since I've gone through all that? Great questions. Make sure everybody got their 5 in. I'm going back through to make sure I didn't miss any too. Any other questions? I'm reading. Do you feel it's still availability in the area or somewhere? It is definitely still availability. I mean, I get anywhere from 2 to 5 new customers a week in our area, like not outside of Alamance County, in Alamance County. There are still people because with Mary Kay, it is a revolving door. You're not signing a contract and you can come and go as you please. You know, life happens and people stop working their business as much. So people lose consultants, but they still love the product. People are moving to Alamance County like crazy. And now with us being able to be on social media and go virtual, I've built customer base other places too. Like we try to, that's actually a goal now that Mary Kay sets for us, is to try to be in about 4 different pockets, just in case you have something crazy going on in your area, you still have business elsewhere. So like when the Midwest is having tornadoes, or when Florida's had these hurricanes, or Louisiana, all those places, those consultants that have business elsewhere in other states and areas still can work their business when everyone around them, of course, is going through these disasters. So yes, I definitely feel like that. What advice would you give to a new consultant to be successful? Just do it. Like, don't wait until you feel like you're ready. Just take the first step, which is listening to me as your sales director and getting that launch party set, and just follow the steps. I give you the steps and just stay consistent with it. Give it time. It is a business. And a lot of times I feel like because it's, in the direct sales category, people think that it's just supposed to be success overnight. And I've seen success overnight, but I can also tell you that what I've seen success overnight doesn't last. So it is building a business. And you will see results, but you have to stay consistent and consistently build your business to continue to see the results. So stay consistent and just start. Like, take the first step. Is it hard to keep clients with so many consultants? No, because we are not supposed to steal customers. So I train my unit. Now, there's always bad apples and bad seeds and everything. We can't be in control. Mary Kay can't be in control of everybody. But I train my consultants, my team, my unit, my girls. We always ask, are you currently using Mary Kay? Are you currently working with someone? And then, if they are, we happily send them back to their consultant. So we don't try to take from each other. So I don't have an issue keeping my clients, but it's also a customer service thing. So if I'm following up with my customers and making sure that they're getting the products they need, or helping them with any questions or issues they may be having, then they typically don't stray away from me anyway. And Dawn, Kimberly, feel free to chime in if you have anything you want to touch on. Any other questions about any of these questions for that matter? Y'all have had good questions. Any others? Okay. Well, if you have more questions, put them in the comments. If you don't have any more questions, we like to just kind of see where you are, fill you out. So, with this, like I said, I offer the summer pilot program where you can just try it out for a couple months, 3 months, see what you think, see if it's for you. It's not for everybody, I will say that. But it's $35. So if it's something you're thinking about, then you can kind of look at it like that. It's not a lifelong decision. There's no like Mary Kay Joe that you have to go to or anything crazy like that. So we kind of want to see where you're at. And one being that you still just want to stay a customer. You got your questions answered, and we're so grateful that you did that. But you just want to remain a customer and pay full price for your products with your Mary Kay girl and support her that way. 2 is that something tonight intrigued you, and maybe you have some more questions. You want to chat one-on-one. You want to think about it, pray about it. But that's a 2. And then 3 is it's $35. What's it going to hurt me to try it for a couple months and see what happens? And worst case, you get half off your products that you love, because we know you all love these products. So that's worst case. And no matter what your answer is, 1, 2, or 3, you're still supporting your Mary Kay girl. And we are grateful that you joined us tonight either way. So put that in the comments, a number 1, a number 2, or a number 3. Or if you have any other questions, you can put that in there as well. And again, I am just so thankful that you guys joined us. Thanks for sticking with us through the technology difficulties. And I was a couple minutes late getting home from the ball game. So we'll grab those numbers from you. And if you don't want to put it in the chat, feel free to text it to your consultant as well. Number 1, 2, or 3. And that will wrap us up for the night. Your consultant will have your coupons for you, which none of them are as good as the consultant discount. So if you decide to be a 3 and join us, you won't want that. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Ashley. Laura 1. And I know you're a great customer. Ashley 2. All right. Well, let us know if you want to chat, answer any specific questions, or if you're just kind of praying about it. Let us know what's holding you back, what's keeping you at a 2 instead of a 3. And you can let Kimberly know. You don't have to put it in the comments if you don't want to. Perfect, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you, Jamie. 2. I will touch base with you. Anybody else? Thank you, Stacy. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. Thank you again, and have a great week. And I hope to see or chat with you guys soon. Thank y'all. Bye.